So let's talk today about pricing of essential oils and why there is such a discrepancy in prices between some types of oils and other types of oils. There are a bunch of reasons, but we're going to talk about one of them today, which is really important, which is called yield, which is basically the amount of plant material you need to create the essential oil. And the general rule of thumb is the more plant material you need, means the lower the yield, the more expensive the essential oil. Now that's not just that, that's way oversimplifying, but we're just taking that today. And just a bit of backstory, how this came about is a client was in touch with me today and she asked me for prices of rosemary oil, lavender oil, and Roman chamomile. And rosemary is about 2/3 the price of the lavender, which is probably about 20% of the Roman chamomile, if not less than that. She said, what's with the Roman chamomile? So this is my explanation. Let's talk about how much plant material you need of the three of those in order to get a kilogram of essential oil. So we're starting with rosemary. And to get a kilogram of rosemary essential oil, you need general ballpark between 50 to 200 kilograms of rosemary. It's the leaves and the flowering tops. It's also good with rosemary because rosemary grows very quickly. You can use a lot of the plant for the oil, and that all contributes to a relatively low price. Moving up in price, lavender essential oil. To get 1 kilogram of lavender essential oil, you need between 100 and 150 kilograms of not just the lavender plant, but the flowering tops of the lavender plant. And so that's why lavender is more expensive than rosemary. Plus, rosemary grows even faster than lavender does. Now we get to the expensive oil that my client was talking about, Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile has a yield of only about 0.3% to 1%. Also, its flowers are very delicate, whereas generally lavender flowers can be picked by machines. Generally, Roman chamomile flowers need to be hand-picked. And to get 1 kilogram of Roman chamomile oil, you need about 100 to 330 kilograms of flowers. Again, not the plants, the flowers for a kilogram of Roman chamomile oil. So you can see now, without talking about any other aspect of the oil or the plant, why it is that prices vary so much. And let me give you a real extreme example of rose oil. This is one of the more expensive oils. It's also one of the lowest yielding botanicals in the world. Generally, the oils from the petals of the rose plant, and generally they have to be hand-picked. Generally too, they need to be processed that same day. And the yield is between about, again, my stats might be slightly off, but you get the idea, 0.02% to 0.3% yield. In other words, to get 1 kilogram of rose essential oil, you will need between 3,500 and 5,000 kilograms of rose petals. So that's, I don't know, it blows my mind every time I hear that. So even though I often think that essential oils can be pretty pricey, when I read stats like this, I think, okay, they might be pricey, but they're pretty good value. So if you have any questions, any feedback, want to chat, I'm here. Have a great day.